Born to Joanne Schiebel and Abdul Fattah Jandali, Steve Jobs was adopted by Paul and Clara Jobs, who nurtured his early interest in technology. In the heart of Silicon Valley, nestled within Mountain View, California, a young Steve Jobs found himself captivated by the world of electronics. His adoptive parents, Paul and Clara, were instrumental in fostering this fascination. Paul, a machinist for a laser company, would often work with Steve in their garage, showing him how to take apart and reconstruct electronics. This was the spark that ignited Steve's passion for technology. Growing up in a neighborhood where engineers from Hewlett Packard and other tech companies lived, Jobs was surrounded by innovation. It was here that he met a young man named Steve Wozniak. Wozniak, a prodigy with electronics, shared Jobs' enthusiasm for technology. Their friendship was an amalgamation of curiosity, intellect, and a shared desire to create. Together, they embarked on numerous ventures, from selling blue boxes that allowed people to make long-distance calls for free, to working night shifts at Atari, a popular video game company. But it was their joint project of building a personal computer that truly marked the beginning of their technological journey. The pair worked tirelessly in the Jobs family garage, turning their vision into reality. They created a machine that was not just accessible, but also intuitive and user-friendly. This project was not simply about creating a computer. It was about revolutionizing the way people interacted with technology. Thus began the journey of a young man who would revolutionize the world of technology. In 1976, in a humble garage, Apple Inc. was born. The seed of innovation was planted by none other than Steve Jobs and his partner in creativity, Steve Wozniak. The duo, who were more like friends than business partners, began their journey with a shared passion for technology and a vision to change the world. Jobs, the charismatic visionary, and Wozniak, the engineering genius, were the perfect blend of creativity and technical prowess. They wanted to create something extraordinary, something that would make technology accessible and enjoyable for everyone. And thus, the idea of Apple was conceived. The first product they brought to the world was the Apple I. It was a simple yet revolutionary machine. Unveiled in 1976, it was a personal computer that was designed and hand-built by Wozniak himself. While it may not have had the sleek design of today's Apple products, it was a game-changer in the world of technology. It was the first step towards making personal computing a reality for the everyday user. But Jobs and Wozniak didn't stop there. They were just getting started. In 1977, they introduced the world to the Apple II. This was the machine that truly put Apple on the map. It was a personal computer that was not only functional but also aesthetically pleasing. It was easy to use, had color graphics, and came with its own case, a novelty at the time. The Apple II was a commercial success, selling millions of units worldwide. The launch of the Apple I and Apple II was more than just the release of new products. It was the beginning of a new era in technology. Jobs and Wozniak were not just creating computers, they were creating a new way of interacting with technology. They were making technology personal, accessible, and enjoyable. With Apple I and II, Jobs and Wozniak had set the stage for a technological revolution. They had ignited a spark that would continue to burn brightly, illuminating the path for future innovations and setting the foundation for the Apple we know today. 1984 marked the arrival of the Macintosh, a machine that would change personal computing forever. The Macintosh, or Mac as it is affectionately known, was the brainchild of a determined and visionary Steve Jobs. The Mac was more than just a computer. It was a radical shift in how people interacted with technology. The development and launch of the Macintosh were not without their challenges. Jobs, with his relentless pursuit of perfection, pushed his team to their limits. They were tasked with creating something that had never been done before. The Mac's innovative graphical user interface was a game changer. It was designed to be intuitive, user-friendly, and accessible to everyone, not just computer experts. This was a time when computer screens were filled with lines of text commands, and the Macintosh introduced a graphical interface that made computing a visual, interactive experience. It was a world where icons replaced text and a mouse click replaced typed commands. This was revolutionary. It made computers approachable and ushered in a new era of personal computing. The Macintosh had a profound impact on the personal computer industry. It set a new standard for what a computer could be and how it could be used. It was an embodiment of Jobs' belief that computers should be tools for the mind, extending our capabilities and helping us create and learn. The Macintosh was not just a product. It was a testament to Jobs' vision of accessible technology for all. It was the embodiment of the idea that technology could be more than just functional. It could be friendly, intuitive, and even fun. The Macintosh era was a turning point, not just for Apple, but for the entire world. It transformed our relationship with technology and set the stage for everything that was to come. It was the first step in a journey that would lead us to where we are today, in a world where technology is an integral part of our daily lives. Macintosh was not just a product, it was a testament to Jobs' vision of accessible technology for all. A journey of innovation is never smooth. Steve Jobs discovered this when he faced one of his biggest professional challenges. In the mid-80s, Jobs found himself ousted from the very company he had co-founded. But as the saying goes, you can't keep a good man down. This wilderness period saw Jobs venture into new territories. He founded Next, a computer platform development company that specialized in higher education and business markets. Jobs also saw potential in a little-known graphics department he purchased from Lucasfilm, which he transformed into the renowned Pixar Animation Studios. Just over a decade later, in 1997, Apple, struggling without its visionary, welcomed Jobs back into the fold. His return marked the advent of a product that would once again redefine personal computing, the iMac. This all-in-one desktop computer, with its distinctive translucent design, heralded a new era for Apple. Jobs' return to Apple marked the beginning of a new era of unprecedented innovation. The 21st century began with a series of groundbreaking products from Apple. The iPod, introduced in 2001, transformed how we consume music, placing 1,000 songs in our pockets. It wasn't just a music player, it was a cultural phenomenon that reshaped the music industry. Next came the iPhone in 2007, a device that reimagined what a phone could be. It wasn't just a phone, it was a pocket-sized computer with a sleek design and intuitive touchscreen interface. It revolutionized communication and the smartphone market, setting a new standard for mobile technology. In 2010, Apple introduced the iPad, a tablet that bridged the gap between smartphones and computers. It was more than a device for browsing and entertainment. It opened up new possibilities for digital creativity and productivity. These three devices, the iPod, iPhone and iPad, weren't just products. They were innovations that transformed entire industries. With the iPod, iPhone and iPad, Jobs had once again redefined technology. Steve Jobs was more than a tech innovator. He was a visionary who transformed the way we interact with technology. His leadership style was unorthodox yet undeniably effective. His relentless pursuit for perfection, combined with his ability to predict what consumers wanted before they even knew it, propelled Apple to unprecedented heights. Jobs was not merely a manager, he was a maestro, orchestrating a symphony of engineers, designers and marketers to create products that were more than just devices. They were experiences seamlessly blending technology with art and human emotion. He knew that to make something truly special, it was not enough to make it functional. It had to touch people's lives. It had to be beautiful. His innovative thinking extended beyond the realm of products. He revolutionized the entire tech industry's approach to design and user experience. He was a staunch believer in simplicity, often quoting Leonardo da Vinci, "Simplicity is the ultimate sophistication." This philosophy translated into Apple's clean, intuitive interfaces that even a child could navigate. But perhaps the most significant part of Steve Jobs' legacy is how he changed our relationship with technology. Before the iPhone, mobile phones were just tools. After the iPhone, they became extensions of ourselves, indispensable companions in our daily lives. This transformation didn't happen by accident. It was the result of Jobs' vision of technology as an enabler, not a barrier to human connection. Jobs was a master of storytelling, turning product launches into cultural events. He knew the power of a compelling narrative, often starting his presentations with phrases like "once upon a time," drawing the audience into a world where technology was magical and Apple was its wizard. Even after his untimely passing, his vision continues to guide Apple. His ethos, "Think Different," still permeates every aspect of the company, from product design to marketing. His wisdom endures, reminding us that innovation is at the intersection of technology and liberal arts. Steve Jobs didn't just leave a legacy, he left a blueprint for future innovators to follow, a testament